Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another current household. I'm so super excited to share my gameplay with you guys because it has been a while since I have showed a current household. If you haven't seen the last one I did was a Charmed current household, so go check that out if you love the show Charmed. A funny thing kind of happened with that. I accidentally deleted my save file. I know, and it's sort of like, since that happened I was like, oh no, I may try and redo it again one day, but until that I don't know so where that is going. If you want to see it, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll so totally get that open again. I'll redo it and stuff, so everything. So yeah, I'm just a bit annoyed about that, but what can you do? But yeah, so this current household I've actually been playing since actually a few weeks ago, like a week before the Parenthood game pack came out. So yeah, because I kind of wanted to start a gameplay with that I could play with Parenthood and everything. So yeah, it's kind of funny because it's current household world and stuff. I was actually playing a previous current household that I started back in April, so I didn't like start a whole new save file. I just started a new family, and I've never actually done that before. I usually start separate save files for when I start a new current household, but I actually kind of like it because you still see old Sims running around. I played with them for ages and they had kids and now they have grandkids, because I've sort of been popping in and out, but not as much as I'm focusing on this house and everything. So yeah, I'll explain everything. So let's jump right in. This is my main Sim. She is now an adult. Her name is Kennedy Healy and she's got 4 children. I know, 4. So I'll explain everything. She's just an adult and she's actually done it right for herself and everything. So just level 8 in social media career. I haven't used any cheats or anything like that and stuff, so yeah, I'm really proud of her. She's come a long way from where she started, and I'll explain that in a minute. Actually, let's jump into the family traits. Oh yeah, her traits are: she's romantic, non-committal, essence of flavour, she's jealous, she's frugal, so our bills are much cheaper, and she is alluring. So oh yeah, you guys might recognise her. If you're like, oh, I recognise this Sim, if you saw my 7 Marks of Beauty video, that will be linked in this video as well, then yeah, that's the same Kennedy, but I kind of changed her a little bit to, because I thought she was really pretty and I kind of wanted to play with her. So yeah, that is the same Kennedy, but she's slightly different. So if you think you recognised her, that is who it is. So let me show you her family tree. So she has a mum, obviously, Cara DeMarco. Her father's not really been in the picture, hence why she has a difficult relationship with men, and I'll explain that in a second. So her mum, Cara, is currently married to some rich man. Oh, he's died. Oh, he was alive 2 minutes ago when I played. Okay, Cash DeMarco, he's rich. They live in the big mansion in Oasis Springs opposite the land grabs, and pay attention to them. So they've just had a baby and he's died. That's only, oh, that's sad actually, because his first child ever and he's just died and he's just been born. Well, I'm actually sad now because that's quite depressing. But yeah, so she had, Cara had Kennedy when she was like quite young, like 18 or something like that, we'll just say. And ever since she had Cara, only child and stuff, so she had Kennedy, sorry, and Kennedy was an only child until recently and everything. So Kennedy actually fell pregnant herself when she was 15 and she had Talon. And Talon, I'm not sure you say it, we call him Tal, but yeah, she had Talon and everything, so she was really quite young, and her mother sort of didn't really approve of that, even though she had a baby when she was young herself. But it's just sort of like they didn't really have the best of relationships, and not a very close mother and daughter at all. But yeah, so with Talon and everything, she had him. She moved into this house that I'll show you by herself. It's actually a house that I downloaded off the gallery from Sims X, aka Jen. So yeah, that'll be, yeah, you probably have seen it on her channel if you watch her. But yeah, so she had Talon when she was young and stuff. So a few years went past and everything, and then she actually met Chad Huntington III. And if you're wondering, you know Huntington III, because yes, his dad is Jay Huntington III and his mother was Dina Caliente, people, and obviously his grandmother was Katrina Caliente. So as you said, it kind of ties in. And his Chad, so Zuri, her name's Zuri. If you see my previous current households, like when I did like last year and the year before, Zuri was a Sim that I love, and I just always have loved that name. So she was a Sim in my other current household, not the same Sim obviously, but a different Zuri, but I just love that name and everything. And yeah, so Chad remarried Amelia Huntington. We actually had an affair with her while he was married to Kennedy, so yeah, drama. But yeah, and Amelia, ignore what she's wearing here, she's actually quite stylish Sim. She went to the romance festival, came out like that. But yeah, so Amelia is actually from 2 of my previous Sims from my previous current household that you haven't actually seen, but are in this save file. So Ezra and Danica. So yeah, actually one of my best friends is called Danica, so hey. But yeah, so here we have Amelia and everything. So yeah, so that was just that. I just kind of wanted to show how it ties in and stuff. And Chad has a sister, Tiffany, and so obviously it's kind of cool because my Sims are related to Jay Huntington and also the Calientes too, which is kind of cool. But also, let me show you something else. Oh yeah, Zuri has a half sister and a half brother as well from her dad and everything. So then, yeah, Kennedy and Chad, they were together for a couple of years. They had her and Zuri. And then he cheated on Kennedy with the media. They got married and had kids, but that's separate. But then back to Kennedy. Kennedy actually had a relationship with one of my other Sims from my previous current household. And his name was Kason Arellano. And he actually has 2 other kids. He was a bit of a player in his day because they're not same kids from his wife, one from his wife and one from his ex-girlfriend. He cheated on his girlfriend, she was pregnant with her, and then they split up, but then they got back together. But it's kind of all really complicated. And then now his son Brandon is actually married to one of my other Sims from previous current household. There we have Athena Velez, and that was my other Sim. No, that's who I'm pointing at the screen that you guys can see what I'm doing. But Kason and then Melissa, that wasn't my Sim Melissa, she was just a townie who was actually really, really pretty. He had an affair with Melissa while he was actually in a relationship, not married, but his girlfriend was Brooklyn, who's another one of my Sims. So like I said, this is all tying in with my other current household, and I actually love it. But Kason and Kennedy, they weren't married, they weren't in a relationship or anything. It was just a little bit of an affair kind of thing, but it was kind of funny because at the same time when Kennedy was having an affair with Kason, she was having an affair with Kason's wife, Brooklyn, as well. So yeah, it's a bit scandalous. My gameplay is never boring, it's never drama free. I just love drama. It's kind of really cool. But yeah, so then she had Jax, and then a couple of years later, well actually, yeah, when she first moved into town, so as you see, Alexa Landgrab, and it's kind of funny because I have the Amazon Alexa thingy, the Amazon Echo. I couldn't think of a name for the Sim, and I was like, oh, I just named her after Alexa. So yep, Alexa is named after the Amazon Alexa. So fun fact for you guys, fun fact. But yeah, so her Alexa's dad is actually Corey Landgrab, and you're probably like, who the hell is that? But it's Nancy Landgrab and Jeffrey's son. So he's a Landgrab, an official Landgrab, and not one that you'll know because it's not Malcolm or anything like that. So yeah, because actually when Kennedy first moved to Oasis Springs, she was sort of with Corey, but they would never be boyfriend and girlfriend. His family would never approve of Kennedy, like, ever, at all. So that is kind of why they never were together or anything, but they kind of were sleeping with each other on and off for years and years and years. And then after a while, she actually fell pregnant with Alexa years and years after they first started woohooing together and everything. So yeah, that is Alexa here. So they had little Alexa, she's the youngest child and everything. And now this is where it gets a little bit complicated, people. I'll explain now. That was a long time in the family tree. But Kennedy actually then remarried again to, oh, her mother's calling her. Oh, that's funny. I want to meet her someplace. Hillside Weddings, people. Let me just self-promo. That is actually a venue I have created. Again, I will put that in this video over here. I've actually only just realised that I never shared it to the gallery, but it is up there now, so go check it out. Type in Hillside Weddings or type in girlysimmer_93 into the gallery. It'll come up, and then search for my lots and everything. But yeah, I actually created it last year or the year before, and I didn't realise I didn't share it until the other day. So that is kind of funny, but no, that's kind of cool that showed up, but no, we're not going there right now. But yeah, so what we're going to say, who's there calling you Alexa? Whatever. But yeah, so years after, she actually married some other Sim called, he's a townie, I didn't make him, called Ashaya, but we call him Ash, Mahajan and everything. So yeah, he actually had his daughter with him. She was a teen at the time when they got together. Ahana Mahajan. Healy, probably like, what? Why has she got Healy on her name? Well, that is actually interesting because, like I said, she was a teen when they moved in and everything. She's here. She's getting the writing skill up. Let's put you over here. Come on, Ahana. What are you doing? So here's Ahana. She's super pretty. Everything. So she's a townie that generated with her father and stuff. I never created her and everything. So hello. Oh, well, we paused. So yeah, she's super pretty and stuff. So look at this. But I'll give you a house tour and stuff too after I explain the drama. But she was a teen, and so was Talon was a teen when their parents got together. But they were just like friends and everything, platonic friends and everything. But then when they grew into young adults, an attraction sort of appeared. And actually, you guys, I didn't force it. It actually happened on its own because they kind of got really close. They became really good friends really quickly, and I was kind of like shocked because at teens they didn't really get along. And bear in mind, they aren't actually brother and sister. They're not related, blood related or anything. So, you know, the stepbrother and sister, yes, but they're not blood related. So don't. I don't know. Yeah, just don't. But yeah, and that never happened. They got together, and they actually. She actually got pregnant with a little baby boy who's just got born today, you guys. Who just got born today. His name is Raylan, or Ray, as we're going to call him and everything. So, yeah, they're married, hence the family tree is a little bit funny. So, Ahana and Talon had a little baby, Raylan, and everything. So, he's just born today and stuff. And actually, it's kind of funny because Ahana and Zuri, they hate each other. Let me show you, like, the thing. But I'll show you the household stuff, because it actually shows Kennedy as a passive parent. She's her stepmother, and they hated, look, childhood enemies. She's childhood enemies with Zuri, but now they're actually friends. But they still, every time they're near each other, they get really angry, and it says, oh, near family, and oh, she's thinking of her dad right now. But it's kind of funny because now, looking at Talon, he hates his stepdad. Unhelpful parent. They never really get along, and every time they're near each other, of him it says unhappy child. It always shows angry. They're always angry as well all the time, so it's really actually quite funny. But what's happening here? Oh, she's playing with her daughter. Yeah, Ash doesn't really have a job. Oh no. Who's getting into a fight? What? Who is this? Oh, Neil Huntington. Okay, Neil Huntington III is Zuri's half-brother. Why are they fighting? Seriously? Oh my god, you guys, what is going on? What? She's getting into her first fight with a teenager. What is it? Who? Do you even know him? Hello? I don't even know. Do you know him? Neil, I can't see it. Okay, Zuri, you need to get up here too, because your half-brother's... Oh, she whipped his ass. Yes, Ahana, get it. Woo, she whooped his ass. Yes. I actually love that, but I didn't even think you knew him. Yeah, look, you do. No, you obviously do, but you don't, do you? But now you probably despise him, so that's kind of funny. That's actually really funny. I don't know why. Just, okay, give him a rude introduction, because you just picked a fight with your wife. And you need to help to fix bad relationships. No, you don't. This is your half-brother, Zuri. Your little half-brother. Zuri's aging up into an young adult soon. So, yeah. Well, everybody's coming in this room today. But let me give you a house tour before my Sims go crazy. This is the house. It started off as a single story. I did the second story. I'm not a builder. I have said it before. So, don't. I go, oh my god, you can't build. Because, you know what? I know I can't build, so whatever. But... yeah, so let me show you a little tour of the house. Let's turn on all the lights. Now, bear in mind, you guys, there's supposed to be clashing colours because Kennedy, she likes clashing colours. So I know how to. I may not know how to build, but I know how to decorate people. Okay, and if you've seen all my speed builds, you'll know that I can decorate. So well, I think I can anyway. But yeah, so she has the front, obviously the front door, the bathroom. I like the bathroom. I really like that, and the dining area. Little Raylan's room that will be decorated when he becomes a toddler. The kitchen, which I just recently done, and I kind of really like it. It's actually the smallest kitchen I've ever had in game. I usually never really have such small kitchens for my Sims, but because as you can see, Kennedy's not really the cook type, even though she's now level 10 in her thing. Where is she? Hello. Yeah, she's level 10 cooking, but she's never really been into the cooking so much, so that is why this looks... I actually really like the kitchen. It's actually probably my favourite room in the house. Then we have the living room with stuff everywhere, toys everywhere. I kind of like it. And the TV, I sized it up with the brackets key. And here we have downstairs. This used to be... This part over here used to be Zuri's room. And this used to be the living room. This tiny space here. Like where the door, like here, was the living room. And here was Zuri's room. But we had to extend when she had more kids. Zuri's room? No, sorry. Kennedy's room. And this room is actually split. This is Zuri's half of the room, all teenage stuff everywhere. And this is actually Alexa's half of the room and stuff. So I do like that. Oh, you guys, guess what? Look, while I'm here before I forget, because I think I'm going to call the title of this video in something. She has parenting level 10. Kennedy is level 10 parenting skill, and look what she can do for the baby, guys. Look, she can even do, when he starts crying, when a baby starts crying, so find out what's wrong, but look, she can do super efficient baby care, which is super cool. Like, it only gets with level 10. She can like look after the baby really quick. She knows what he needs. And she'll chuck the baby in the air, change his diaper. That was pretty cool. But that's that. I'll show you the garden before we go outside. This is the doll's house, because there was no space anymore because I had to expand the table, so it's just hidden there. And a few of the school projects dotted around, a little bar and the little pool. I really like this little pool area. I actually am quite happy with that. I do like that and everything. And then also earlier I put a basketball hoop thingy for Jax and everything. So yeah, and also upstairs we have another bathroom over here. We have Talon and Ahana's room over here, which I really like. And then we have Jax's room over here. It's all sporty and everything because he really likes his sports, because his dad, Kaysen, was MVP. He was in the top of the sports career, so he's obviously inherited that from his father, and he actually does look like Kaysen, and I kind of like that because Kaysen was one of my Sims I was playing in my original current household of this save file, so I really actually like that and everything. And also, what am I showing? And then this is Zuri, I keep saying Zuri, don't I? Kennedy and Ash's room over here. She likes clashing colours, random stuff all over the place in her bathroom as well. She kind of likes, this is funny because it's like something, like I like my bathroom like this one, but she wanted it like this. So, you know, you can't argue with the Sims if they want something and everything. So, what else am I going to show you? I don't know. I just had to check I am recording this because that would have been awkward. But, yeah, what else is there to show you, really? I don't know, we can play through it for a little bit. It's like a day in the life, current household type of thing. I don't know. Let's turn the lights on auto lights. That's how I like to play. But, yeah, so like I said, Ash and Talon, they've never really gotten along and everything. And I think, Ash was he was furious when he found out that Ahana was pregnant and by Talon, and he just like kicked off and everything, so he wasn't happy. But let me show you the Talon's character trait, because when I got Parenthood game pack, Talon was already a child and Zuri was a toddler, so they didn't really get to have it from when they were babies and stuff. Jax and Alexa did, so that was kind of cool. So Talon actually got responsible and he got insensitive. I wanted him to get the insensitive trait from having grown up without a stable father figure in his life, so I wanted him to have that. But he was very responsible because he helped so much raise his siblings with his mother. Like, he's been a godsend, and I think he's going to be an amazing father to Raylan. But so that's why he's responsible. And I wanted to make him insensitive though, because of lack of empathy for, like, just kind of it went with my gameplay. So I had to keep making him troll the forums on the computer. And Zuri, I think she's going to get good manners and she's going to get responsibility. I kind of want her to get conflict resolution as well, but because of her constant arguing with her stepsister, I think maybe that would explain why she wouldn't get that and why she wouldn't get emotional control or empathy. And Jax, he's going to get manners and responsibility. Oh, he's quite high up on conflict resolution. Oh, he's slightly less than Zuri. But they're very responsible children and they got good manners, which is what I like. And also little Alexa, she's high up on getting good manners. And I want her to get a bit more responsibility and everything, because why not? Why is everybody in this room? Is it like the hot spot for the room? No, I want you to practice speech. What are you doing? Oh, look, Gran is really trying to get them to come. But, yeah, the girls are quite close with their Gran, I think. She's friends, yeah, grandmother, but I think they're yeah. So she's friends with Cara now, Kennedy. But when they started, I don't know why it says just friends, because that's kind of awkward. But yeah, I don't know how. No, I know how they became friends, because they started trying to repair their relationship, but they're never going to be best buds. They're never going to be close. But Kennedy is super close with Zuri, and like that's her first daughter, so she's obviously got a really close relationship with her and everything. And she's close with Alexa, and she's friends with Talon and Jax as well. But Talon had a bit of a troubled teenage years because he was fed up with his mum keep getting married or keep having kids with like different men and stuff, so he got really fed up with that. So their relationship was tested when he was a teenager. Oh, she's gonna play with Alexa. and everything. So yeah, the relationship was tested. Mother and son had strains in their relationship. Okay, everybody's in here. So look, watch. They're gonna be talking to each other. Look, see, Zuri is angry from being near her. Are you friends with Neil? Tease about face. Go on, just tease about the face. And you can throw shade, can't you? Teens can now throw shade to each other. So I kind of like that. Act tough, pressure to conform, throw shade. Throw that shade, Jax. Throw that shade. Go on, Jax, throw it. Oh, he's throwing his fist. And his empathy is going down. I don't want his empathy to go down. Well, don't mind. Do whatever you want, Jax. Let's see what happens if he's... Did you throw the shade? No, throw it. He's going to yell at him. Oh, he's run away. He's run away. You're going to chase after him. Go. Go, Jax, run. Run, Jax, run. If any of you watch Legends of Tomorrow, he may become Firestorm. If any of you know what I meant by that, then I love you. But yeah, what else do we do? Nothing really. Everybody's just getting on with their evening. Nothing really interesting is happening right now, which is a shame. You have a school project. Oh. Let's do the school project. Let's work on that as a family. Go on, because why not? Where can we put it? Hello. Start working carefully. Oh, he wants to play. Yeah, he's been dribbling by the pool when the hoop's there, so I know what this boy's doing. Assist with project. Let's get it to be a real family thing. Assist with project. Your brother can... No, actually, we can get her just with her kids to do it. Oh, look at Kennedy with her kids. That's actually super cute. That's just her with her kids. And he's making a funny face. Oh, that's actually a really cute screenshot. I actually want to take the screenshot. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're taking a screenshot. This may be the background of the thing. We never know. Of the thumbnail. We'll never know. Yeah, I think that's actually a good place to end this little current household thing. I will be updating you guys on this current household next month, or maybe even sooner, because who knows? You don't have to have a current household every month. It could be every week if I want to, and if you want to. So let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this, and what do you want to see? What do you think is going to happen? Are Talon and Ahana going to move out? Will they have any more kids? Will they last together? Will Kennedy end up getting another husband or something? So we don't actually know. But yeah, guys, anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one I do. Bye, guys.